Yo, I'm Shinjitsu369. I want to talk to you all today regarding friend supporters. I see a lot of talk around the Dokkan community about how the friend system sucks, especially over there on global. It needs to be updated. I will say on the JP version of the game, the most recent friend system update is quite a bit better. You generally can always find any type of leader. Honestly, they need to go ahead and just do the Trident thing and allow us to mirror our leader. But in the meantime, in between time, we have to understand we are in a two-way relationship with the developers, right? They have their part to play and they need to be better about it, especially over there on global. But we have our part to play too, and that's where our friend supporters come in. So we're going to talk today about friend supporters, break it down, and how you should go about using your friend supporters. That way you can help out the most people in the game. So let's go ahead and start off right here in the data. We can take a look at my friend supporter. Right now, my friend supporter is Gamma 1, Rainbow Gamma 1. Let me quickly explain to you why I'm choosing Rainbow Gamma 1 for now to be my friend supporter. Right now in the game, there are multiple missions and difficult content that require special pose or artificial life forms. This is a really good unit right now. It's the brand new unit, and I have him filled out all the way, including level 10 links. So this can be a very helpful unit to anybody who's looking to complete submissions, right? Your friend supporter should be helpful to other people. I think that the way I break down Dokkan right now is depending on how long you've been playing the game. You've been playing the game between 0 and 1.5 years. I'd say you're pretty much like a newbie. Between that time and 3 years, now you're pretty much, you're a seasoned Dokkan player. Once you're 4, 5 years, you're a veteran Dokkan player in my opinion. And then once you get to 6 and 7 years, the game's only been out 7 going on 8 years. Once you're past 6 years, you're a Dokkan legend, right? You've been around since the jump. So if you're a little bit newer, I can understand maybe you're unaware of how this is supposed to work, so it's easy to get angry as someone who's been playing the game about 4 years now, but we want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. The purpose of your friend supporter is to support your friends. What that means is the unit that you put here is going to be accessible to the rest of the game. So during a big celebration like this one, right, with the Gammas and DragonBall Superhero, no one, regardless of any friend system update, will ever have a problem finding a Gamma 1 or a Gamma 2 because they're the brand new units. But what I want to tell you all is, as you're summoning for your Gammas right now, if you don't pull your Gammas with some dupes, you don't have to put them as your friend supporter. There are plenty Gammas. There are other units that we need that you may have that can be useful to us. Other Dokkan Fest units that most people don't put as their friend supporter. If every single person puts the same unit as their friend supporter, what the hell is the point of the friend system, right? So, I think the most important thing is that you go by a certain criteria to choose your friend supporter. The first of that criteria should be, is the unit Dokkan Awakened? Well, let's say you're new. What does that mean, Shinjitsu? That means you see these SSRs and then you see URs, right? LRs. They need to be awakened from SSR to their TUR form. So even my Gohan here, my SSR Gohan, he's at UR, not TUR, even though he's all the way rainbowed out. They need to be completely Dokkan Awakened. That is the first part of the criteria. The second part of the criteria, preferably the unit you choose as your friend supporter needs to have a minimum of a 150% leader skill. That way they're actually helpful. A perfect example, right? Let's say that you really like that new Easy A Vegeta from the Cooler movie. Well, look, this guy doesn't have he doesn't have any type of leader skill that's going to help you if you're going into any real content, right? Unless you're doing something that's a nuking event. Don't put this guy as your friend leader. I don't care if you got him rainbowed, level 10 links. He doesn't fit the criteria. He's not going to support anyone really, right? It will be very rare. The point I'm trying to make is your friend supporter is not for you. It's for everyone else. So no offense, but we don't really give a shit that you pulled the new unit. Congrats, many people did. Can you put a unit in your friend supporter that can actually be helpful to other people? Whenever there's a new Extreme Z battle, there's generally units that have an advantage. and there's generally one unit that should lead the team that has the advantage. Switch out your friend supporter. Don't be married to your friend supporter. I change my friend supporter pretty often. Whenever the game's kind of dead, I change it every day just for fun. And I always put different types of units. But I digress. Let's get back to the criteria. So the unit's Dokkan Awaken, the unit has a good leader skill. The next criteria that needs to be a part of your friend supporter is they need to be leveled up to super attack level 10. Let's say you really liked, right? You loved Ultimate Gohan. This is a good example because there are multiple events in the game. You can train a free-to-play, they call this Team Gohan for whatever reason, but you can get a free-to-play Team Gohan in base form to train this Gohan up to level 10. You don't have to use Kais. If you ever have a problem figuring out if there are free-to-play units that you can train up your characters with, you can go right to the Dokkan Wikipedia, like the Dokkan Wiki, not Dokkan.wiki. But you can go on the website and they'll tell you if there's a free-to-play unit in the game that you can train that unit with. Let me give you a quick example. Here we have Ultimate Gohan on the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle fandom page, right? It's kind of like a Wikipedia type of page. This has all the information. What you're gonna do is go down, scroll down to his SSR, which in this case you don't even have to click. But you need to train the SSR. If you try to train him at UR, then the level to level up gets reduced dramatically. So train him in SSR. You can see down here at the bottom, if we zoom in, we have 4 Gohans that are free to play that can be used to train this guy up to level 10. So the point I'm trying to make is, for most characters that are a Dokkan Fest exclusive, they have a free way to train them. Most of them, not all of them, right? Obviously, like not the Gammas, but Gohans, Gokus, Vegetas. If it's like a Goku and Vegeta unit, obviously not. But any standalone units generally have some unit around the game that's free to play that you can train them up with. So now you have a Dokkan Awakened character with a good leader skill that has their super attack up to level 10. The last part of the criteria, please, and you can grind as you go, you can kind of keep them on there as you're grinding them up, but grind up the characters' links and give them equipment if this is going to be your friend supporter. Don't put a friend supporter out there and don't give him any equipment. That's rude. Give him some equipment, make him helpful to us, and grind up the links. Obviously, you don't have to wait until level 10. But be grinding up that character. Make sure they're at least around the level 5s if you're going to leave them there, right? Don't be married to your friend supporter either. This is not a forever thing. You can change them out frequently based off of what's going on in the game. Feel free to change up your good units. Many of you will have 5, 6, 7 good units that have dupes and that have their links leveled up. Use those and alternate. Don't be afraid to do that either. So now we have links, we have equipment, we have super attack level 10. If you have dupes, that's even better. I'm not going to say you have to have dupes because sometimes, like a Raditz, even though you can find Raditz on JP now, even though Raditz is trash, if for whatever reason you want to use Raditz and no one has him as a friend, I'm not going to tell you not to put him in there at 55%. But make sure he's trained up and make sure he has a little bit of equipment. That way we all can be helped out. This is the point of the friend supporter. We have to do this in order to make the game easier on all of us. I even try to go in my friends list and differentiate my friends. I don't want to just have all the same friends, right? That's boring. I even hate when I have friends and they change up their friend supporter to a very bad unit. But as you see, we try to differentiate the team and we try to differentiate the units out here and not just have the same friend for everything. That way you can actually have fun, and even if the Dokkan devs don't give us the ability to use every unit, if we're taking care of that and looking out for each other, right, you never see your friend supporter. That's why they put it up there in the data for you. You never see the unit. So make sure that the unit is not for you. The unit for you is your main page character. That's your favorite unit. You see I got God Trunks here. Everyone knows that's my favorite unit. That's my favorite character. Your friend supporter is not for you. Your friend supporter is for your friends. So please, make sure that you have the proper unit to put in your friend support. That's just my opinion. If y'all have anything else to add, I would love to hear down in the comments below. So let me know what y'all think about this video. I hope that this was helpful in terms of for you going forward and deciding who you will choose as your friend supporter. One more time, make sure they're Dokkan Awakened, Link leveled up. I forgot one thing. I'm so sorry. This should go without saying. This should go without saying because I said put equipment on them. But before we get out of here, make sure they have potential. Don't put no 55. Don't put no friend supporter and have no orbs in them. And guess what? Guess what? If you pull the new unit and you don't get dupes, and you have an older unit that is better for the meta and they have dupes and links, don't put the new unit. It's okay. I promise you will not spontaneously combust if you don't put the new unit as soon as you get them. Don't blow your load too early. Summon for the unit, get the unit, wait, slow down, don't panic. Go do the Dokkan events, right? Go and do the Dokkan events. I just recently pulled a ton of Cabes. I already have, he doesn't really have a great leader skill. I already have these Dokkan medals in order to awaken him. But you're going to have to go get the Dokkan medals, awaken the unit, train them up. It's going to take you probably 1 or 2 days. That's okay. The game's not going nowhere. I promise we'll be fine if you don't put your brand new unit that has no dupes and no links and is not Dokkan awakened right there. Like, I see it every time. I summon, I get my unit grinded up, I put them on the friend supporter. As I start playing, I see a freaking 41% Gamma 1 that's not Dokkan awakened and has no super attack level. Please, just relax. Put the unit in the friend supporter that can be supportive, right? We're going to have an Extreme Z battle soon over here on JP for Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. I don't know who has the advantage, but that day, whoever has the advantage, I'm going to put that unit as my friend supporter. I didn't put Rainbow Gamma Red here to show off. He's there to help you, to be a beast for you. That's why I built him out for me and you, okay? I'm done. Thank y'all for checking out this video. I hope this was informative. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon.